Hey, ooh, this sounds so weird. I hope I'm being heard. Hey, how's it going? Good afternoon. This is Reaper. Welcome back to Reaper Suburban Homestead. Today is Saturday, September the 21st. It is currently 91 degrees. Um, the high today is supposed to be 93 and the low supposed to be 70. It's been a while, so we have some changes. We're gonna check out the homestead. Um, we're gonna see what's popping, see what we got to do. It's gonna probably be a long stream today with me just getting stuff done. So we're gonna just see what's what. Let's flip this thing, flipper ripper. Whew. We have some new additions to the homestead. Some of these I remember by name, some of them I don't. Hold on one second. Oh, okay, that's better. That's what that was. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't remember what this is actually. Banana mint. we picked up an olive. We got this from the Blue Home Improvement Store. They had a sale, like everything was like half off. I think most of these trees we got were like $7. Got a hibiscus. Actually trying to propagate. Knees popping. I'm old. Um, some citronella. We cut the top off this one. Plopped it in the ground here in a pot. We've this is bergamot, which we've harvested, and some of it is hanging up there, along with some lemongrass. What is that? Holy basil, lavender, and I think more bergamot. The lemongrass, where we cut it, is already starting to regrow. Some comfrey, which we need to get in a bigger pot. Sage. I ain't finna name all this stuff. We just got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff. Picked up a guava. That's a cherry. Another type of fig, a white Marcel fig, I think. Um, Here go the figs that I brought back from the Delta. They look alright. I have not been fertilizing the garden this year. I've been falling off. Some mint that I propagated. I think that's chocolate mint. Rosemary and stuff. Let's grab what I need though. Let me put. There you go, Goofy. All right, let me put y'all in my pouch. And let's get my water and let's go. We're gonna head on out here to the garden. Get him out here. Yard got cut yesterday. Looked like they ran over a trash bag. We'll get that up. I don't know why they didn't get it up though. I should have came out here and checked before they left, huh? All right. All right. Let's put this here. Let me get a drink of water and we'll check out the garden. The garden is still alive, even even in spite of my neglect. Uh, we had some cantaloupe. We didn't really get we didn't really harvest cantaloupe for real. We had two small ones. One split because of too much water, and I think the vine of the other one died. I mean, they were still pretty good though. Oh look, we got another one. Maybe that one will make it. It's growing up the side of the compost. I haven't even. Oh, there are several more. There's one there too. Like I was about to say, I haven't checked this plant. The only reason I didn't cut this plant down is because I saw flowers. I just hadn't checked to see if any of them were male or female though. All right, but like we have two more. The tomatoes looking kind of blah. Now I will say I have not fertilized much this year at all. I mean, honestly, it got to the point to where this was kind of demanding, and I kind of just like bleh. All right, now we're gonna change that. I don't know why I decided to eat something while I'm speaking. We not throwing this on the ground. A new thing that I'm starting that I'm going to implement when I'm in the garden is to carry a little bucket or pot with me so I can take all this stuff I normally just drop on the ground and add it to the compost. You know, the whole point is to, if I don't quit stepping on pine cones, if I don't get start reusing my own wastes, what point does this make to go grab anyone else's? All right, the tomatoes, I mean, they're growing. We're starting to get more little tomatoes. Now, I will say most of everything in the garden was planted way late. Something I'm going to not do next year. That's strictly on me. Uh, and fertilizing better. And also reestablishing my worm bins. I have to reestablish my worm bins. I feel like that's the biggest difference between last year and this year because I didn't fertilize a lot last year, but I used a whole lot more compost. I made a lot more compost. The worms make it well. All right. Let's see. Like I said, some of these have some tomatoes on them. I don't know if they just don't like this spot because it's so shady, but I'm pretty sure it's my lack of fertilization, honestly. All right. Now this is a volunteer tomato. This just decided to grow. Looks like it's a Roma type tomato. Maybe we'll get some tomatoes. All right, now the okra's been doing well. You see the flowers. I love okra flowers. They're so pretty to me. And we've been popping out pods, several pods a day. And here are the insides of my self-irrigating planter. I might show how that works. I need to plant something in it. All right, we kind of just perusing around, and I'm kind of making a plan as I go of what I'm gonna do. There's no script here, buddy. It is just walking around, giving everybody a look at the garden because it's been a minute. And then I'm gonna need you to get off my tomato though, bro. Ah, pine cone. Get off. I have not been treating the garden well. I've been neglected by baby. Um, I have not sprayed anything in months, so the bugs kind of had their way, if you will. So I guess we'll see what damage. Oh, I need to harvest this peppermint. Yeah, you know what? We recently got a food dehydrator. Oh, my bad. I don't know what I did. They didn't like it though. They didn't like it, so we gonna pull that up. But yeah, we recently got a food dehydrator, so probably in the morning I'll harvest that mint. I like to harvest most things. I like to harvest everything in the morning when it's cool. Seems like everything is better before the sun starts beating on it. You're gonna have to ignore me if you hear me yell out every now and then. I'm barefoot and probably stepping on pine cones because I'm not watching where I'm walking. All right, now this bed we call clay face. Clay face has a spaghetti squash. We did see one female spaghetti squash, but at that point it wasn't even no male flowers on here to pollinate it, so it didn't get pollinated. We have a piri piri right here, which hadn't given me any fruit just yet, but I did top it a while ago. So, and again, it was out here late. I think there's a bell pepper over here somewhere, or it used to be. Oh, here it is. It's little. Yeah, that ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna get nothing. We'll see. Some zinnia, a bunch of peppermint, OG onion, and I think this is a cayenne. It's little. I mean, that's me. I can't act like I'm surprised it's little. I ain't really been dropping no compost. Haven't been fertilizing, so look at this little bitty baby. I don't guess it's a piri piri though. Maybe we got the tags mixed up. Because I think I was told this is how small a piri piri is supposed to be. But I also don't know if these are finished growing either. All right. Some blackberries that I propagated. It's time to propagate blackberries. We're getting close. I'm just trying to find a lazy way to do it. Like I did these, the soil is fairly loose, it drains well. Oh, it's kind of heavy. They wet. And I had them in here for a while. And then once I realized they had new growth, I pulled them out, kind of pulled on the other sticks. And if it doesn't have roots, then it'll just pop right out. Like that has resistance. The roots are holding it in. Plus I see new growth in these little, well, at the bottom down, in that little corner. All right, make my way around. Now over here in Tatooine, this is Tatooine. Over in Tatooine, we have several things going. First, we got some tomatillos. I've never grown tomatillos. We put these out here, and then they just kind of stagnated for a while. Excuse me. Then eventually, I gave them some fertilizer, some bone meal, blood meal, and they started putting on flowers. How long they take, I don't know. I have done zero research on it. This is one of those, put in the ground, let's see how it go, baby. And then, we'll fine tune it later. But what I have noticed though, let's take that back. I've done a little bit of research. I do know that you need at least two plants to actually get tomatillos. Like a tomato, a pepper, or anything else that needs to be pollinated, they can all be pollinated uh, from the flowers on one plant. But but a tomatillo can't. The pollen has to mix between two different plants. They can be at the same seed pack, but it's just, one plant give you one seed. One seed give you one plant. Same thing. You need two separate seeds to get tomatillos. And this should be some green tomatillos in here and some purple. So, but what I have noticed is, looky Linda, look, that's the little husk for a tomatillo. If a tomatillo in a store looks like a little small tomato, but it's in a little husk. So now, if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I'm assuming that husk forms and then the tomato grows inside. The tomatillo grows inside of it. Don't know actually, but there's several small ones on here, and it looks like new ones are popping up. So I'm kind of excited to see. I have no clue how long it takes. Nothing. I told you 5% research. Right here, this is our gourd bean. On the left, we have birdhouse gourds. On the right, we have loofahs. All in this bean. They seem to be doing well. I watered these 2 days ago. Thursday. Yeah, that's about right. They'll need to be watered again tomorrow, so I water that. But we do have some stuff. We do have a loofah. I think we have two of them, honestly. Two loofah. Are they going to, do we have enough time left in the season for them to finish? I don't know. We'll plant earlier next year. And we have another loofah. Yay. We have two. Hopefully they make it. Now the gourds, on the other hand, they seem to be a little bit more prolific. They would do better if I sprayed, but I haven't been spraying. This is the second one that we found. And here's another one. It's been chewed on by something. Hopefully it makes it. But they're scattered throughout here. Where's the first one? This one was the first one we found. It sounded kind of suspect because I saw a hole one morning. I was out here and I saw a worm barely in it, and I was trying to get it, but it was in there. So I don't know what it's doing to the inside of this gourd. Maybe it died, or maybe once I start spraying, which I'm gonna start spraying tomorrow, maybe it'll take care of it. But we're gonna see. Then the rest of the gourds are small, like they're still popping up. So I've learned how to identify the male and females of the gourds. Now the loofahs, not so much. The loofahs, they have this little multiple flower cluster. These seem to be the males. Now the females, we've seen a couple female ones that didn't get pollinated and die. I still can't identify them while they're growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting to see some small structure that looks like this. But, we're going to keep growing and keep trying. I'll learn. But here go the gourds. That's a little bitty gourd. That's another little gourd. See, there's another one. Wait, am I actually getting this in frame? I need to be looking at the camera, not my hand. Is that in focus for y'all? I hope so. Can I do this? No, it don't work like that, does it? Anyway, that's a gourd. That's a male flower. That's a male flower. And it's still vine. So yeah, hopefully we end up with several gourds and hopefully two loofah. All right, now the watermelon, I would say I'm embarrassed. But man, let me say this. I gotta be real with myself, so I gotta be real with y'all. I felt like trash because my stuff was like, eh. But then I just had to put it in perspective, bro. What is it supposed to look like when you put it in a pot? It doesn't have access to the ground for nutrients, and you won't give it none. What you think it's gonna look like? So, you know, I got to get back to my fertilization. But I don't know. It ain't gonna get much bigger. I doubt. I doubt it. I'm just waiting for it to yellow up, and we'll see. Now again, I have to remember we put these out here way late. So, you know what I'm saying? The fact that everybody else is finishing up, yeah, we probably got a while off. Is it gonna make it? Yeah, we'll see. All right. Now this is some soil that we've recollected. This is on the agenda for today. We need to take this soil mixed with that soil and add it to that bed that we call nowhere. Yeah. I've added soil recently to the nothing. I really want my OCD wants to top this bed all the way up because we have mother that's fully topped. And then that one to be next. And then that one and then pollinator bed. That's the order in which I actually built these. But it's enough soil in here to grow stuff. We need to add some more. I need to level it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's yeah. Uh, I don't know what this thing here is called. And this is a zinnia. We don't want y'all growing it now. I hope y'all can't hear me, right? Yeah, I can be heard, right? Is there a way I could type in this thing? Do, do, do. Let's see. I'm trying to start no polls. Yeah, I'm sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, if something, yeah. If y'all can hear me, put a 1 in there. Oh, I can't even. I'm looking for the phone in me. Now this stuff here, let me check something. You know what I haven't done is clicked around in this thing. Now I choose to do that now. My bad. I'm okay. My bad. I hope y'all can hear me, right? If you guys can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. All right. Anyway, we got some stuff here. We're gonna have to get rid of mostly basil, a few little grapes. Gonna get rid of those. Some more little basil. Oh, this is a raspberry. I mean a blackberry. Need to put this in a bigger pot. Let's see. And down there we have some strawberries and some pomegranates. These are some pomegranates I grew from seed this year. Oh, this done stuck to the ground. And this for this strawberry. That's cool, because I didn't propagate this thing when I should have. I don't know what kind of strawberry this is. I just know it's different from the other ones that we have. And like I said, those are some pomegranates I grew from seed. And then these are some strawberries. They live here. And we got some more Then we got some more strawberries. Hold on 1 second. Hope I don't break this. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like I ain't got audio. Anyway, strawberries. This is a little area where I actually plan to plant ginger. I've cleaned it out because zinnia will grow in there. Maybe we'll get around to that. Now right here we have some holy basil that we harvested a couple days ago and cut back a little bit. Cut back the bergamot really well to harvest. That's where we get all that bergamot from, other than that little pot. We have some purple coneflower, some echinacea. We got some echinacea, which I need to harvest these seeds. It hadn't rained in a few days and been 90 degrees, so they should be good to harvest. Maybe we're gonna probably get that done today too. Now, what we do have here, some ginger. I put some ginger that I had growing that I thought was dead in here because I recycled soil, and I guess it wasn't dead. So we'll be able to harvest ginger out of this bed if we're gonna see. Cause ginger takes like 10 months. This ain't been growing out here for 10 since February, probably March or April. But we gonna see. Maybe we can keep it alive. Some zinnia in here, some oregano. That's one of that oregano right there came from that oregano right there from Reagan. That's her name, Reagan Oregano. She recently got a haircut, and then I was able to dry and process some oregano. We were running out of oregano in the cabinet, and then I thought about what I was seeing and saying to myself, like, bruh, you actually spent money on oregano and you have it growing out here. Like, 'cause even without a dehydrator, you could have just cut it, bundle it, hung it upside down for a couple of days until it was dry, until it was crispy dry, and then just crushed it and pulled it off the stems. Bruh, you gotta do better. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this. So we have to utilize that. All right. Where we at? A zinnia that's growing outside the bed. Morning glory. And we have grapes. We took when I pruned the grapes out there in the outer rim. I don't know, in the spring, late spring maybe. And I just took I took like two of the cuttings and put on each side of the pole, and it worked out to where one on each pole has lived. So hopefully in the next, probably take another 2 years. Hopefully we have grapes growing along the fence line, and then we can harvest grapes. All right, I fix this. Now look at my Malabar spinach. This is ridiculous. This doesn't. This. If I can get my hands in here, this stands up. But this thing is so big and so heavy. All this growth is from this year. That's some morning glory. Don't want you. And then that's a Malabar spinach cutting. This is Malabar spinach. Red Malabar spinach or purple Malabar? Red Malabar spinach. And I was just trying to see how easy it was to propagate. Now, the seeds are these little flower clusters that you see growing. They eventually turn what I call black, but it's a deep purple. And you just twist them off and they'll grow, hopefully. What am I doing? Changing the orientation. My bad. I gotta stop doing that. But these are the seeds, and they seem to grow because these seem to be young seedlings. It's like 3 or 4 of them growing up here, probably more. So I've taken some out, and they're in the house, they're in the garage actually drying. And I think the plan is to grow some of these down toward the outer rim to provide a windbreak, because the wind just whips through the yard. Look, see what I did? I left my okra right here. They've been out in the sun, starting to get soft. I was wondering where these okra pods were. I'm up here squeezing because I usually eat one, but I like they crunchy. I don't really want no soft okra. We'll put this in the shade. Now we also have a project where we're gonna make okra powder. So we have some that we are letting dry, but now since we have the food dehydrator, we probably gonna slice them up and then put them in the dehydrator for some hours. See how dry we can get them, and then grind them up, turn them into an okra powder. Okra powder, I mean, it's good for whatever okra's good for, whatever nutrient okra has, and it's also a good thickening agent. Bam. All right. So we brought some bone meal and blood meal. We're gonna use this stuff if we plant. Tomorrow, usually I have been watering the garden. It's still alive. I usually water on Wednesdays and Sundays. So, we're gonna see how they work out. I don't know if I'll kind of put the fertilizer down today and then just water it in tomorrow, or do all of it tomorrow. But we will use some bone meal, blood meal in that jar. I don't know why I won't show the jar. This stuff here is azomite, which is called rock dust. So it has a bunch of trace minerals. So we'll use that to add trace minerals to the soil. And then the bone meal and blood meal. If you don't know, blood meal is 1400. Well, this one is, which means all nitrogen. Which nitrogen gives you the green growth. This one here is bone meal, which is 2170. So the first number is nitrogen, second number is phosphorus, the third number, my bad. This is bone meal. This one is 2170. So it's 2% nitrogen, 17% phosphorus, 0% potassium. So this one is good. The phosphorus is, what's the phosphorus? For roots and shoots. It helps promote root growth, and then the shoots for the flowers. And then potassium's kind of overall health and help doing the flower. All right. Right here we have a, which I don't know how I walked past this thing several times. We have a self-irrigating planter, a wicking planter, a wicking pot with a fig in it. I just need to do the final touches, which is some sandpaper to sand this area here. And there's a hole that lets out water. And then this goes over here so bugs don't get it. See, can you see that? I need to forget you, boy, he ain't no camera, man. Let's see, how full is it? Yeah, we got water coming out of there. Yeah. So I kind of show you guys how this works too. Yeah, let's put this back in. What's left in here? Oh, mother. The rest of mother. Got some zinnia in here. Now, some things I do want to kind of check. We put a rosemary in here. Yeah, can y'all see it? Right there. It's still going. Good. And some chives. Maybe y'all can see that. Can I even see it on the camera? The point on the camera. It's some chives that run right up in this shady area. Y'all can see it. But we're going to pull up these zinnia that's growing right up in this area to plant some stuff. We have a volunteer basil that decided to grow. And actually she split and I put the other end down on the corner of that bed. But she's growing well. She's flowering, so we're gonna do one of these numbers. If you pop off the tops while they flower, it stops. It slows them down from flowering. And they say once most plants go to flower, that the taste of the leaves change. So if you don't really want strong tasting basil, pop off the flowers. Alright. That smells good. It smells good. Oh, that smells so good. Alright, we're gonna drop this over in this compost. You know what? I gotta be some kind of special stuff. We're gonna walk around with this bucket for the same reason I said when I started. We could put our compost material in here. We don't have to keep walking back and forth. But all right, let's see what we got. The okra looking pretty good. I mean, the okra's looking good. I can't complain. And it seemed to be growing well, you know, because my fear was when I planted this was that the okra gonna shade out everything else in here. Now, granted, right now, the time of day and where the sun tracks, the whole garden is in shade, probably for about another 30 minutes to an hour. And then it's gonna start going over that way. And then it's gonna be like, wham, straight sun in this area. So, but as they grow up, okra, lower leaves fall off. So, you know what I'm saying? It seemed to allow some clearance because we have some growth. We got one little bell pepper. You see that? We got one little bitty bell pepper. So, you know, they are growing. I think this is another bell pepper. Now, this one was actually getting kind of strangled out by Rosie. Not Rosie. Oregano, because she was sprawled out, you know what I'm saying, all in this area. And I just cut her back. Now, this is another type of pepper. The tag says it's a Tam jalapeno. I guess we'll see. And the rest of these, man, I'm gonna be for real. Your boy don't know. I think this is a period. Cause I had some laying around, but as you can see, I ain't tagged. You know why I ain't tagged? Cause this is what I said, man. When the peppers get their final size, they get their final size, and they start changing red. And I know they ready. That's what I said. Is that true? We gonna see. Nah, this might not be a period, because I was told they were small, and this thing here long. Maybe it's a cayenne. If you know, if you in the chat and you know, let me know. Oh yeah, what's good, gang? Can you hear me, gang? Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, put a one in the chat, bro. If I don't see no, this has to be. I hope so. Come on, somebody let me know. If anybody can hear me, put a one in the chat. Okay, anyway, gotta keep going. All right, this looks like a jalapeno, some sort, and then this is basil. You see, I have soaker holes laid out throughout this bed and throughout that bed, throughout the nothing, and they kind of connect right there. So I connect the water hose. I haven't used the barrels to water much. It's kind of inefficient. It's too slow. So I connect the water hose there. Barely turn on the water. Let them soak 30 minutes or so. And then I turn it off. I do that twice a week as well. This bed had corn in it, and it had some celery in it. We're gonna have to clean this bed off to plant some stuff in it and add soil to it. All right. Ouch. Let's go out to the outer rim. Hold on. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Panda. Uh, Now I can stop being paranoid and focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, in my pocket, we have what is this? A soil, a 4-in-1 soil meter. It measures temperature, pH, moisture, and what else? And I think light intensity. I don't remember. I use it for two things: measuring temperature, measuring pH. Excuse me, I had to get some water. I've been noticing a lot of mushrooms popping up in the yard. I mean, like overnight, honestly, because the yard just got cut yesterday. And look what's out here this morning. Oh, there was some yellow mushrooms back in the garden growing out of the side of one of the beds I need to check out. Need to show. That's another one. Mushrooms really do grow fast, huh? All right, let's head out here. Oh, I gotta reclaim this. Oh, I gotta reclaim. I need to go and get some loppers because I can't get my weed to work. But I see all kind of birds back here. I don't know what kind they are because they move so fast. I, I don't know. I don't know if they out here eating these pokeberries or what. Oh, but I'm gonna have to put on long pants. There's so much poison ivy out here. I definitely don't need no more of them things growing. Oh, them little spikes hurt. All right. You know what? Once I finish this, the first thing we're gonna do is move the trees back. All the trees are lined up because the yard got cut yesterday. We're gonna have to put them back where they go. Anyway, strawberries out here, and I left a bucket. The strawberries out here, looking pretty strawberry. Right here is where we're gonna check the pH for the blueberries and the strawberries. Really for the blueberries. We ain't really checking for the strawberries for real. But the blueberries like to be somewhere between 4.5. Let's put this. Okay, let's make sure this is on pH. between 4.5 and 5.5. They like that pH range. So we're gonna push this thing a good ways in here to make sure we actually get to the soil. Then we're gonna hit the on button. And now we wait. I sit on my butt. And can y'all see that there? Let's see how far it drops. We're at 6. Can we get down from a 6? Can we get a 5.5? Can we get a 5.5? 5.5? Can we get a 5.5 going once? Going twice. Oh, we got a 5.5. 5.5, can we go down to a 5? 5, can we get a 5? 5, can we get a 5? Oh, come on. 5, can we get a 5? Can we get a 5? Can we get a 5? 5.5 is good. 5.5 is good, but we need a 5. Can we get a 5? Can we get a 5? Ooh, can't get a 5. Can't get a 5. Can't get a 5. All right, cool. Seems like it's selling out at 5.5. 5.5 is good, but uh, uh, I need to go ahead and treat it because this is not naturally acidic soil. So it's just gonna rise back up to 7 over time. Like everything in nature tries to balance itself out. So there's nothing here to make it in a naturally acidic soil. So I have to add um, soil acid. Dang it, nabbit, and I left it up there. Soil acidifier. But anyway, we'll do that. All right, we know this is at 5.5. We're trying to get down to 5. I made it to 4.5. You ain't never gonna turn it off putting on, bro. Ever. Get up off the ground, bro. All right, and all right. So we need to treat this. I did bring the soil acidifier, which we got from the Blue Home Improvement store. I guess you could get elemental sulfur. I mean, honestly, it was easy to just get it out the store. And the content said it only had elemental sulfur in it, but you know, and sulfur is what's dropping the pH of the soil. All right, cool. And we got those for the blueberries, and then the strawberries. All right, we got the pineapple out here, which we haven't gotten the pineapple from this year. So when the weather, once we hit fall, it might get dead. It might die. So I don't know. We'll see. The rest, since that didn't actually grow a pineapple in its 3rd season, the rest of the pineapples I'll leave in their pots. They will forever grow in their pots. All right, grapes. As you can see, we're missing a grape. This grape didn't make it. Moment of silence for the green grape. All right, moment over. So I cut that down. I'll dig this out. Yeah, I'll dig this out and plant another one. Oh, we got some more grapes. Oh, I did not know we had some more grapes. Now, my grapevines look like trash. They look bad. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just that time of year. But I hadn't, like I said, I hadn't sprayed anything in a couple months. But they were still living. Now, part of this other grape, which we got a few more grapes on here. I didn't see these. I'm surprised the birds or something. Yeah, the ants getting them. Oh, the ants getting them. Or bugs. I had a few little grapes left. I didn't see them. But part of this grape, I kind of noted. I isolated a part that was dead. It was kind of going this way. Yeah. And then I cut that out. And then, but this whole little section on the right has to go. It goes over here to the left. I don't want this grape to have multi stems. But I need some loppers. I do have a hacksaw, but I need some loppers. Because I can also use loppers to cut down all this overgrown stuff. But yeah, we got to get these grapes right. This ain't how I want this grape to grow. But I'm learning. And also, wait, do I need any more grape cuttings? I don't know. Anyway, let's walk over here without stepping in the ant pile. Look at the blackberries. The blackberries, this side of the trellis fruited this year, so everything on this side is dying or dead, which will get cut out. Can we get one of these? Now, what I've been doing with these is I've been kind of trying to make stakes, cut them kind of, if they're kind of straight. See this? If they're kind of straight, I've been kind of cutting and trying to make stakes. They seem to be pretty sturdy. Now, the problem was I was doing this and I left a pile of them on the ground. And then my yard guys came and, I didn't know they were coming. So I forgot to move them. As you can see, there's part of one right there. That's why I kind of lost them. But these bigger ones, first of all, I can't cut them down with these shears. I need some loppers. Hopefully I can make longer canes out of them. They seem to be pretty sturdy, so I can make stakes out of them. Trying to reuse, right? So since it's dead, this is a dead byproduct of this plant I'm gonna get every year. Hopefully I can use it to make stakes because bamboo stakes are expensive. Like that is crazy how much they cost just for a piece of dry bamboo. So that's my alternative. That's my workaround. That's my way of reusing my stuff. All right. Now we done that. Now let's go actually do some real work and sweat. Let's get these trees moved back out here. First, let's hit one of these. Hopefully ain't no snakes under here trying to chill. Move around, Buster. You know what? I'm starting to wonder. I wonder if this will be a situation where I should just set up the camera and y'all watch me walk back and forth for a little bit. Yeah, as opposed to giving everybody motion sickness. Matter of fact, and I think this angle I'm standing there gonna work perfect. Yeah. Let's do that. Let me go grab the tripod. Oh, I got more mushrooms. I got more little mushrooms. Wait, yeah, mushrooms. Too bad they're not edible. I'm gonna try growing mushrooms again next year. Give it another shot. Pretty mushroom. All right. Let's leave. Let's put this somewhere where it won't be in the sun. Let's try leaving it right here. Hopefully I don't forget it. Some soil to set fire. This is for the blueberries. And I will continue to treat every month. No, I have missed a month or two this year, if not longer. Because at some point the pH was at like 5. And then I wondered if it'll go back up. And yeah, that answers that question. It does. All right. Let's get y'all set up right here. That's right, this thing ain't level. We can work that out. All right. I'm gonna have to flip and use the front camera. I actually hate these motherfuckers. First is everything. All right, let's make sure y'all some curve. Somewhat straight. All right. How did it look? What you see? Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. We'll see. Let's get back there. Get back to it. Okay. Yeah, y'all can see me. All right. I got the trays laid out. Now it's time to move. It's now time to move all these plants back to where they go. I'm so lazy. All I'm doing is walking. It's just the sun down here. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? Half of the pineapples. That's it. Avocado. Yeah. All right. Trying to adjust by. I'm gonna do these ones at the top up here. But can I point them out? I'm gonna do these so y'all still be able to see me. Then I'll readjust the camera. That goes right there. All right, let's move around a little bit. Let's do maybe this. Maybe that vantage point works. All right, can't see nothing. gonna be it. That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. I don't know why I felt the need to put my face in the camera to do this. Whew. He's so high. He's so high. Who he hot? All right. Let us go see. I'm trying to enjoy this shade right now. My bad. We're gonna stay here for a second because I try to take advantage of the shade whenever possible. But we're gonna flip over to something that look a little bit better than me. Flipper Ripper. And we're gonna let y'all look at. Let's do this. Let's get this out the way. All right. That's better. Looking good. Pineapples, pineapples, pineapples. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get one. 1 year. We'll have to get one. Then we have a dwarf everbearing mulberry, which we picked up earlier in the season. It has gotten bigger. And like I said, I hadn't really been fertilizing anything. Maybe a month ago is I fertilized things. And it's been a month later, so I'm trying to fertilize once a month with bone meal, blood meal, and probably azomite, maybe some Epsom salt. But yeah, I want to propagate this. They say these things are easy to propagate. So I'm definitely gonna take this top leader since it's so tall. You gotta bring the height back to everything else. And I don't know how many cuttings I get out of that. I'm gonna look up some videos before I start. In my head, I'm saying 2. We'll see. The avocados, I don't know. They're doing well. I think avocados take 5 to 7 years to possibly produce one. Yeah, I don't know. This is year 3, 2, 3, 2 or 3. Same thing. You could look kind of droopy. You probably had too much water. All right. We have one of Lucy's kids. Nah, yeah. That's Lucy Junior Junior. Lucy Junior is gone. She's at a beautiful home on 10 acres. It's a lovely spot. Lovely, lovely, absolutely lovely. But that's Lucy Junior Junior. Or Lucy Junior. That's Lucy Junior. Lucy Junior Junior is gone. Lucy Junior is kind of a live-in. Lucy Junior gonna finna get a haircut though. I don't think the owner of Lucy Junior will mind. Lucy gonna probably end up getting a haircut and end up being 2 more trees. Man, I find this is how I got that one. This right here is the original top to my first lemon tree that I had called Lucy Lemon Tree. I cut the top off because she was too tall And I just stuck it in the ground in a pot, in that pot, as a matter of fact, and just left it in the shade. And it actually started growing. I did it again. As a matter of fact, it's one on the patio, the same way. Looked like it died except for the last two leaves at the top. And next thing you know, it's still alive. Same thing with this one. So we're gonna cut it, probably right down up in here. Strip off. Gonna probably cut it here. Probably strip off this much of the leaves. Put it in a pot. Just make sure the stem, the end of the transplant don't touch the bottom of the pot. Sit in the shade somewhere for a couple months. Now this fig here has grown a lot, which we're gonna do some pruning on this fig. Can we adjust some height a little bit? We're gonna do a little pruning on this fig, and right here, I like to try to grow my fruit trees with an open center. So, anything that grows in the center, not gonna allow it to grow. So we're gonna take a cutting from this one. Um, I'm debating, at this point I'm just debating, should I take one or two? But this whole branch is gonna come off, so that'll be a cutting. And then right here, two things going on with this one. This one is growing from beneath where I have the soil lines. So I don't want it growing from down there. And it's crossing another branch. They're touching. So I don't want any branches to cross. So this one is going to end up being some more little Beers black fig trees. Now this one is just really low on the tree, but it's giving me a scaffolding. Like I get one branch going this way. I get one going to the back. This won't be here. This won't be crossing, so I have one going that direction. Then I have this one going this direction. Now this direction is north-ish for me. Where we are and where the sun comes in from, because of the tilt of the earth, it comes in from the south. So the north side of the tree will never get direct sun. So this is a little spot that I'm gonna come in to be able to harvest from. There's nothing gonna grow here. I'll be able to walk in here as the tree gets bigger. That is not my idea. I wish I knew what YouTube channel I heard it from, but someone else grows like that, and he calls it a harvest nook. So that way, as the tree gets bigger, he has a spot, clear branch, where he can walk in and grab stuff from the inside. So I thought that was a great idea. So I'm gonna try to follow that as well. All right, we got some pomegranates. Nothing special about them. Hopefully we get some pomegranate in a couple years. Now the blackberries, like I said, I need to cut out the blackberry canes. And I need to take some more cuttings. I need to tie some of this down. See, like this is way too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's way too long. Where's this even coming from? Let's walk on the other side and see. Because I think that's coming from even further back. That is so long. Where is it? Oh, okay. So this is the end. This is where I pruned it, and this is a side shoot that grew out. Even in there, I don't want this side shoot to get longer than about 18 inches. So I'll cut it back to about 18 inches tied to the wire, and I use the extra to take its cuttings to try to make some more. So as you can see, I've done this with these plants. That's where I got the cuttings from in the garden. I just didn't tie down everything. But as you can see, I didn't finish. I just grabbed a few for that little trial. And then I need to take some more. You know what I'm saying? Like all these.